Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob Hau, Rockstar Realtor. I am the realtor. You are the rock star. And today, I want to talk about home improvements, the do's and the don'ts. See you on the other side. Lots to talk about. Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Rob Hau, Rockstar Realtor with Elite Realty. You can contact me if you need an agent. Did you know that? Well, you should. 702-461-7175. That's how you can get a hold of me. Or you can email me at rob@robhowrockstarrealtor.com. You can also tie a note on a rock and throw it through my window. I don't care how you get a hold of me. Just do it when you're ready, when you need a realtor. All that said, I have so much to talk about. I have done a lot of home improvements on my own homes, and I've also, of course, been a part of lots of clients who've done their own home improvements. And so I thought to myself,
geez, I should do a video on that.
And like specifically just about home improvements and what I've learned and what I think helps my clients when I talk to them and kind of help them through some of that process. Some people are very, before they met me, they were already very experienced in this process. Some people, it's their first time, like it was for me years ago. In that case, you're going to experience a little bit of an up and down, results. You're going to do some things right. You're going to do some things wrong. And really, this video is about helping you get to doing it right the first time, the best you can. Okay, so I've been in music I've been a musician for most of my life, and I read a book about production of music. It was about what they would do to record songs, and these producers, the same producers, would say the same things. They would say, each one of them would have the same thing to say. So this is territory that you don't need to rediscover anymore. You know that many people have tried the experiments, and so why waste your time experimenting on something that probably won't work? If people are telling you, hey, this is what you probably want to look out for. With that in mind, when you're doing your home improvements, when you're thinking about it, you're doing this for you. You're doing this because you want to improve what you see around you every day. You want to be able to be very happy with how that makes you feel, and you want to do it your way. You want to do it in a way that you feel like it really suits you. But that's a big do. Yes, do that for you. But also, this is going to be something that you hear people say over and over again in this business. You want to watch out for over-customization, if you will. Yes, you love it, but there could be a day that you go to sell that property and it's not going to be appealing to a lot of buyers. Custom house, custom problems. I see it all the time, and that can mean a number of things with custom homes. But even just doing a custom project, you really want to make it so it's reversible. For example, I said I did music and I still have a studio in my home. Well, I took down a wall and made 2 rooms into 1 room in my house. Now, that's not the way I would go sell the house. When it's time to go sell the house, I would put the wall back up so that I have 2 bedrooms and not just 1 big room that isn't going to be suitable for everybody. You see what I'm saying? If you want to do something with paint colors that aren't going to be everybody's favorite, then just remember, when it comes time to sell, you might need to change that and make it more appealing to more buyers. That way you can make a lot more money and not lose money just because you wanted to do something in a color that you felt like was for you. I am a proponent of doing that for you, but understanding that you really got to look down the road. How long are you going to be in the home? Now, a lot of people think, I'm going to be here forever, but life has a way of saying,
no, you're not. You're probably not. Now,
there are homes that certainly stay in families, over generations, and people have stayed in their homes for a long time. So I can get that, but it's actually a little bit more rare. Usually there is going to be some turnover sale of that home. Maybe you want to upgrade. Maybe you need to downgrade, actually. Maybe it's time to, for a smaller home, the kids moved out. Maybe it's time for the 1-story instead of the 2-story. Maybe it's the other way around. You need the 2-story because you need your growing family, so on and so forth. So keep in mind when you're doing your home improvements that in general, you want to make them appealing to everybody if you go to sell the property. And if you know you're doing something that's more customized to you, then just make sure, if you can, that it's reversible, that you can put it back. You know, as we're going along, something I was realizing as I was thinking about this is that I'm going to have to make this a series that I do monthly, Home Improvement Thoughts with Rob Hau here, because I'm realizing that there is a lot of territory to cover. You know, just even some of the mentality of how you're going about it. And as I said, one of the things you're going to think about is how long you're going to be in the home. If you think that that's going to be a while, which, you know, I think a lot of people do, they think 5 to 10 years, maybe even longer. You know, you want to look around and see this home as beautiful as possible. So even before you purchase the home, you sort of want to have your ducks in a row, get your dominoes in a row. This is what I talk to people about. When you're about to purchase a home, it's almost never too early to start preparing for this. So whether it's purchasing the home or upgrading your home and improving the home you're about to buy, it's never too soon to start thinking about and visualizing how that's all going to fall into place. Whether it's putting together your financials and getting that ready to buy a home, or, you know, what you want in that home and what you want to do with it. Now, sometimes you have to wait till you get the home. Okay, so let's say you got through the financing, now you're buying a home, you know what the home is, and you know what the home needs. Okay, every home is very different, and it has been taken care of differently. It has been upgraded differently. So some of the upgrades that you might want might already be in the home. Some of them might need to get done. Once you have that home, it's time to start thinking about what's next, of course. And this is a very basic level thing. You know, I've had clients that have used designers. I've had clients that have done all of it themselves. And then, of course, like myself, where I was basically my own GC, my own general contractor in a way, where I was getting the people and I knew exactly what I wanted. And as long as those people could make my vision come to fruition, so to speak, then I could control what was happening. What's the best way to do this? Well, the very best way is to not have to move into a home that you're going to do interior upgrades with. All right, so if you can get those things done before you move in, which not everybody has the option to do, but if you can, your life's going to be a lot easier, because you can imagine, you know, once you've moved into a home, having to get your primary bathroom or your kitchen remodeled. It could be quite, you know, a pain on your everyday living, and you really have to work around that every day, which would be, you know, uncomfortable. You know, some people buy a massive house and they can live on one end of the house, and then they can get the other end worked on and then switch over. Still kind of a pain, but hey, that's a luxury if you can do that. So think that through and how that's going to work. Best case scenario, you can get all the work done before you move in. So ideally, you can just purchase a property. Once you know you're going through with that financing, see if you can start getting the contractors out to the property, start getting bids for what you want done. This is going to take over your mind a little bit if you're focused on it. Even if you're using a designer, if you really want this to come out how you want it to, you have to have some involvement in it, and you're going to want to be, you know, looking around. You're going to be going around to stores. You're going to be looking at textures and looking at all kinds of
whatever it is that you want to do to the home.
So you're going to get your bids. You're going to make sure you're comfortable with your contractors. And one thing I would definitely suggest is give it a little bit more time. Allow for more time than what you're being told. Because the reality is that contractor's going to tell you, oh, it's going to be this many weeks, and a lot of times it goes over that many weeks. Now, if it happens to get completed earlier, woo, great, no biggie. It gets completed earlier, you know, that's great. But if it's later, it causes a lot of stress, and if you didn't plan for that, then, you know, that's not fun. Oh, hey, my animals are moving around back there. And of course, you're going to design your home not only for you, but for your animals and for your children, of course, for your whole family. So be prepared. And it's exciting, actually. It's really exciting. It just does take over a part of your life. But you'll be amazed how you can still get everything else that you feel like you are already overwhelmed with, and then throw that into your life and still get it done. Because you want to, because it's exciting, because it's something that is really going to improve your life. In my opinion, the improvements we make on our home, they just improve our life. When we can look around every day, it's something that you're going to look at and live with every day. It really does make you happy. So once you have in place the timing that you know it's going to take and how this is all going to go, whether you're going to live in the property, whether you're doing some of the work yourself, whether you're having other people do it, or whether you're not living in the property and getting it done, make sure you start with the interior first. Make sure you start with the interior first. This is a big do. On the exterior, it's easy to get the exterior done. And now if you have the means to get it all done at the same time, great. But a lot of times people can really only focus. For me, I could only focus on one thing at a time, so to speak. And I really didn't want to rush the visualization part of it. So I got my interior done first. That made me happy to be inside my home and looking around every day. And then eventually I started getting to where I was like, the outside needs to start matching the inside. Here it is over 3 years later, and I'm finally getting to where I'm getting the front of my house done. It's going to be amazing, but part of it is because I took the time and didn't rush it. Now, depending on, again, where you live, if your property needs, where you're moving, if your property needs to get the work done on the exterior, for example, if you're in an HOA, well, you may have to do that and at least get it to where you're not getting fined by your HOA. I happen to live in a no HOA neighborhood, so I could take my time to get some things done. The neighbors are fine. They know what's happening. They know it's getting nice. They know that it's going to be beautiful out there, and really it never looked too bad. So keep that in mind. I would definitely start with your interior. If you're doing one piece at a time in your home, kitchens and bathrooms. First of all, that is your most important for value, and really these are areas that you're going to use every day. And they really are going to be a pain in the butt if you have to work around that too long. So get those done first and get those looking beautiful, and then do the rest of your house, as you go along. I've been kind of rambling on about stuff here, but I hope you're finding it valuable. Look, you made it this far. Let's talk. If you have some ideas about what you've done and what you think is cool, or if you even disagree with what I'm saying and say, hey, Rob, maybe you should do this, let's talk. Put it in the comments. Let's have a little chat about it. I am going to be doing this as a part of a series from now on. So I'm excited to be able to keep talking about it. I can't wait to show you the home improvement that I did on my house, because I've got all kinds of video. It may be even a 1 or 2 or 3 part series because there's so much of it. We'll see. Either that, or I'll condense it down into something highly entertaining for everybody to check out. I just really want to leave you with this thought about the money that you're putting into your home. There's a lot of things that we can frivolously spend money on, right? And frivolously is really the eye of the beholder, so to speak. But I think that it's great to spend money on experiences, things that you'll keep forever, for whether it's going on a great vacation, but that money goes and it's gone, right? It's out the window. Some people spend money on things that make them money, like investing. Of course, that's great because you're hoping to get a return on your investment. But the home itself, the improvements that you're putting into this home, I look at it like a giant piggy bank, okay? Your home in general is going to hold its value, especially in Las Vegas. It's been proven for many years now. Of course, we had the Great Recession, but after that, we've done nothing but tick up. If you're in California even, putting improvements into your home, it's just a giant piggy bank, And I think in Vegas in particular, for a long time to come, it's going to be that. And if it's your primary residence, well, it's beautiful. You make it beautiful for you, and you don't worry about what happens with the market. I think you're in a highly confident area about what's going to happen. But either way, you put on a new garage door that just looks fantastic. You're really happy about it. That's money in the piggy bank, and it makes you happy. Okay, so you're basically putting money into a savings account that improves your home. Now, there are some improvements that aren't going to get you the return that you put in. If you over upgrade, so to speak, in your neighborhood, you do something that's wild and awesome, you may not get the return back on that if you love it and it's awesome, then great. For example, a pool. A pool can be very expensive, especially right now, and you may not get the return back on that pool that you spent. It's usually the pool is a little bit like buying a car. As soon as you have it in the ground and you start using it, you've already lost money on it. But as long as you're getting enjoyment out of it, that's why people put a pool in their home. Of course, they want to enjoy that. These are some of the factors that you have to take into consideration, in my mind. So remember, your home is your piggy bank. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like, give me a share, do whatever you want. I like when people talk to me on here. If you made it this far, give yourself a gold star. And don't forget to contact me when you're ready. I'm Rob Hau, Rockstar Realtor. Thank you for watching. You are the rock star, and I love you. Have a great day.